Welcome to e-Pathshala. This is a particular project where we are going to talk about the infrastructure facility that is required for the town of Ooty. We call it a Queen of Hills, where you have to develop the township with the basic infrastructure requirements such as parking. Then you need a promenade. You have an old shopping area which need to be reworked, and then a huge parking lot for the car. Then you have to improve the bus stand. The assignment given to me was first is to improve the water quality in the lake. How to do that? We have a channel called as Udhagamandalam channel. That one was concreted without people understanding why it was natural. Because water was flowing through different stones and different rocks and different boulders rushing into the river. By the time whatever pollution was there, it would have got purified. Now people don't know anything about what they have done. They have put the concreting on top. So by putting a concreting, they have spoiled the natural slope and the natural purification system. So we have to break open the concreting to improve the quality of the water entering the lake, number one. Number two, we also had lot of pollution entering the channel. That is mainly because you have sillage entering from almost all the hotels along the channel, because they have no other outlet other than to let into this particular channel only. So they also had a treatment plant. The water is not going to the treatment plant. So in between it gets stuck, and then all the water in the Ooty lake got spoiled. So this need to be worked on. So we have to attack that. Then we need to have a lot of parking facility for the people, which is more or lacking. Plus the amount of tourists visiting the town is very huge. So you need to have a proper parking arrangement and then proper walking facility. We don't have a proper promenade for the people to walk across. Everywhere vehicles are there, car is going zip-zapping. People don't know how to drive in a Ooty area. So we have to organize those things. Then walking pedestrians are more important. People have to understand that walking in the road is very, very important, and providing them with a safe walking pathway is more important. I have taken this as a challenge and provide an excellent promenade of 1.6 kilometers along the race course on the side of the Udhagamandalam channel. And this actually comes opposite to the marketing area, where now they have plenty of car parking is happening. So these car parking will go into the car parking area designed by us next to the bus stand area, so that this parking space become available for us to develop this as a nice promenade. And the marketing also, the market which is located on the opposite side of this canal need to be readdressed. In the sense, we have to build a new shopping complex which can house at least around 1,000 odd shops, so that people have a better shopping experience and then safe shopping experience. All facilities available under one roof, and the hygienic of the land is also taken care. So we have provided the design in that context. If you go through the design, you will understand every aspect has been taken care. Then finally, and not the last, the designing of the bus stand with more facilities. Now we are having some 9 buses or 10 buses are getting parked daily and things like that. We are doubling into 20 buses. Then you have to have a lot of accommodation facilities in the bus stand. And you have eatery facilities, then locker facilities, then ATM facilities. Some internet cafes are required. So all the facilities are being provided as a designer, so that the town also will get better infrastructure, better living environment, better greenery, and then environmentally sound lake. Good day to everybody. Today we are going to talk about Urban landscaping. Urban landscaping here, in the sense, we are given a very interesting assignment of deciding the car parking in the Ooty township. So basically, we have found out everywhere cars and cars and cars, and number of car requirement have become very high, and people have lost the idea of walking in the Ooty roads. So we have to create something different for the Ooty people. Number one. Number two, they have an excellent rain catching rivulet or small river is available, which will go into the huge lake here. So what happened? Our people, as usual, they have forgotten that natural way of water flow has got a purification technique, and they have forgotten, and they just concreted the flooring so that water flow will be faster. But once you have the flooring and all, we have this river is running behind lot of hotels and other commercial establishment. So what people does, they will put all their sillages, drainages, everything into this river. So ultimately what happen, when not raining or anything, all the sewage, sillage water will go into the lake and spoiling the lake totally. And people are not aware that they are spoiling the lake, because they think they are letting it down somewhere, it goes somewhere. But my assignment here is, number one is to block this kind of pollution activity. Number two is improving the car parking facility. Number three, we have an excellent market is here, but the facilities in the market are very, very minimal and nothing is there. So we can build the market in such a way that you accommodate all the requirements and take care of the parking facilities, and then create a promenade along the river. So once the river is shown to public, people will be afraid to pollute it. So open up the vistas, open up the viewpoints of the rivulet, so that people can go sit and watch the river, how does it flow. So these kind of activity based landscaping or your urban planning will guide or will give you a better environment for us to live. So this was assignment number 2. Number 3, okay, you had lot of car parking and this river was running behind the car parking. So whatever you do behind the car, nobody will watch. So we have to remove the car parking. Okay, remove it means where you will put it back. So for that also we had a place. So there we will be easily able to accommodate around some 500 odd cars and buses and things like that next to the bus stand area. But that was again is a marshy area with a lot of problems and other thing. So people immediately will say, you are taking away the marshy area from, but this is of no use to anybody, So you have to, as a developer, as a planner, you have to have a different vision for that. Just conserving a marshy area does not contribute anything much in this particular level. So there are 2 points actually. As an ecologist, this marshy area, does it really contribute to the water or the quality of water into the lake? If yes, don't do anything. If no, try to improve. Other option is allow all the percolation to happen in the soil and do something above the marshy area and then develop the rest of the area. That's option number 2. So we have taken the option number 2 of using the marshy area for car parking with the interlock pavers, where the water can go inside the land and percolate into the lake if required, or it can percolate into the lake. That is also a point to be taken. So this 2 is there. So our major development is development of rivulet, market, car parking. Then you have bus stand. Okay, that is a minimal thing we are going to talk about it. But our market is more important as an urban point of view. Then your promenade is very very important. You are creating a walking space for the people of Ooty. Number three is shifting of the car parking. This also increases the overall capacity of car parking available in the town. So Ooty, as it is, we all know, is one of the jewels of South India, where this is a cold place. People go here or come here during the summer months for a chill weather to escape from the scorching sun in the rest of the state. So the design will start now. We'll talk about it. So where is it? It's the altitude of 2,240 meters above. It has got some 88,000 people are there. It's called Nirgiri districts of something. So all those written things are there which you can always read up. So how are we going to develop this? So you can see the blue area as the largest lake here. The green area is supposed to be the race course of the Ooty, and you have another mild area is bus terminus. Then your market area is there. So next to the bus terminus, you have car parking also comes up there. So basically, what are you going to create? You're going to create as a promenade walking zone. The bus stand also need to have a heritage bus stand. So people, we have to think in terms of more in heritage structure rather than building a monumental structure or a modern architectural structure. Then we have to think in terms of a market plaza where you need a proper open spaces for the market. Then relocation of the car parking area, that is also equally important. The promenade, we are talking about promenade. Once the cars are removed in such a way that promenade is usable as a footpath for the people of Ooty. This promenade actually includes lushy landscaped and shady areas and paved areas for the people to stroll, jog, and even can be used for staging of events. The stretch of promenade boasts a number of unique design features such as walkways, streetcars, amphitheatre, seating, paditurai to sit and watch the riverlet. Connecting the river are proposed, and aesthetic elements like pergola, dwarf wall, mural walls. All urban landscape elements are introduced so that people can really enjoy this space. So you can see the stretch here. It's around 1.5 kilometers of length. You can see the bridge across the road also is being proposed, so that whenever that road can be converted as a one way, so that this people can from here to there cross over to the other side to the market area Two overhead bridges are provided with a lift and escalator, all the facilities. So the promenade design, you have a glass house, you have sitting areas, stone bollards, shrubs, flowering, and you can also have a fireplace. So this is how it looks when it comes to. You can see the Revelet, Padithurai, glass house, and then bridge crossing from this side to that side. With all the amenities, this one will really make the area very very attractive. Number one, number two is usable. Number three is provision of all the facilities for the people. I mean, we have to think really something different. Then we are talking about bus stand. Bus stand now occupies only around 50, 30 buses are right now. The same space we can use to we'll be able to accommodate around 70 buses. And car park is designed next to the bus stand. More than 500 cars can be provided. And in the bus stand, you can have the amenities like dormitory, ATM, restaurant. All the other facilities which are part of the bus stand can be provided. So you can see that how the bus stand is evolved over a period of time, how the design elements took over, how it will happen. So this is a plan of the bus terminal with a parking below. Again, you have enough buses to be get parked and enough space for the garage, enough space for the repair space. And you have a two level of accommodation, restaurants and toilet blocks, everything provided. So all the amenities are in one stage. Plus the usual treat of the bus stand. Have enough shops. So all planning. So how does it look when everything is urban design, what we call it? Again, the view of the bus stand. Some of the views of the bus stand. Stone arches, typical to the Ooty surrounding. And we are coming to market area. Presently, the market area comprises roughly around 5 acres of land. Now we have around 1300 shops are there. So how are you going to accommodate all of them? And then you need to have open and closed shopping areas available in this zone. Now the present shops are open. It's all open to rain and shine, everything. So in the proposed area, you have different levels are available. As you all know, Ooty is a hilly terrain. You have a different levels are available for you. So level 1, you have the parking and road is there. Your promenade starts in the after the 50% of the road area. Then you have enough open spaces in the design of the market. Then you have your amphitheaters, your exhibition spaces, different level of markets are available. So these are some of the view outside the market area where you have the promenade walking and then the kind of stone used for the market. A local architecture style, you should always remember we are doing for the Ooty township. So ultimately, you have plenty of rain, so you need to have a slope roof so that water will not go into the shops. And these temporary shops are provided so that people can really use them on a daily market basis or a weekly market basis, depending upon the usage pattern. Then it's basically an urban designer who is very important in this kind of planning where it's an activity based planning. So what is activity in this zone? What are the requirements in this zone? Then based on the requirement, how you are providing the facilities, and then facilities, how will it contribute to the urban design of this area? You can see some more views of the rain shelters or gazebos. We also think in terms of large landscaped court with pine trees around, people to sit, benches and rain shelters. Connecting corridors of a different level, different materials are used. Again, connecting corridors with a tree growing in between the corridors. Shopping areas, kiosks, central courtyard area. You can see the service core is located in such a way, such all the service activity will take place in between the buildings. So that front of the building, all the shop selling will happen. Behind the building, you will have all the waste and other services will take place. So this is how the levels have been taken up in this particular campus. You can see we have also introduced some play area for the kids, so that when the kids play, elders can go and do the shopping properly. Again, view of an amphitheater wherein you have a cultural activity can take place. Marketing people can use this as a major advertisement camping area. Okay. Then we're talking about promenade. Earlier we talked about a promenade. And now you can see the close-up of promenade, how it connects to the shopping area. Basically, we are looking at relocation of the car parking area. There is no defined parking near the promenade. So the fisheries land huge, and you can read all these things. So the land provided will easily we have been able to accommodate around 400 cars, 15 buses, and 300 two-wheelers can be parked with a driver's accommodation. Everything is taken care, so that the entire chunk of parking has been shifted from the promenade area to this area, so that people have space for them to walk. We are totally forgetting something what is called as the activities of the people. We have been just making them to get down at the appropriate place and then get up again in the same place. We should know how to walk. That is the basic idea of this particular planning. So your parking requirements have been taken care. View of the bus parking, car parking area, two-wheeler parking. Actually, I was thinking very drastically in this particular project about how to improve the quality of water in the lake. Now, what I am going to talk here is a totally out of track solution. But you can also think in these kind of out of track solution will ultimately give rise to a better environment. There is a small check dam on the other side of the Ooty lake where the water overflows into the marshy area downstream. So what they are also planning in terms of desilting of Ooty lake, so that the depth of water is improved or increased and things like that. So in this context, what I have a different concept is, in the month of January, December or something like that, you break open or remove the shutters of the dam kind of thing on the Ooty lake, allow the entire water to escape or go through the marshy area, so that your lake will become totally empty. And you can do all your desilting activity in a 3 month time on a war footing basis. Of course, tourists may not be visiting in that particular period, where it is more of a school education, exam for the kids. People also will have a lot of work to do rather than coming and enjoying the hill station. So these 3 months you can really clean up the whole thing and then plug the opening in the month of April, and then wait for the monsoon to come and fill up. It will happen in 15-20 days time. This is a very out of bound solution, I am very happy to give this kind of a solution for this lake. But we have to see how it works. Thank you.